everybody, it's your main girl Mel, back at it again with a brand new comparison video. We're going to be doing a product battle of the brands using drugstore products that are found internationally and at a pretty affordable price. That's right, me, your Canadian curl stylist and curl enthusiast. We're going to be reviewing in a first impressions Noughty Haircare versus the Umberto Umberto Giannini. There's so many N's. Don't come for me. I'm sorry if that makes me naughty. These product lines are both 100% vegan and cruelty-free. The only question is, which one will be the winner? So, if this is something that you would like to see, then stick around, and without further ado, let's get to it. So this is going to be my first impressions of both of these shampoos. What we are testing here is going to be the lathering capabilities, and as for the conditioner, we're going to see how it detangles, how our hair feels after rinsing. But what you need to know about shampoo and conditioners and reviews are, for me to truly stand behind and recommend shampoos and conditioners, I do like to use them long term, but I do want to still share a first impression and at least see how these feel as I am using them and how my hair feels at the end of the week before I have to wash again to see if I'm itchy, flaky, nasty, all that stuff. So just be aware of that. This is going to be first impressions of these shampoos and conditioners. So now we're here going in with the Noughty side first. This looks like a pretty thick shampoo. Such a fresh smell. Just fresh, clean, not floral, not just fresh. Oh, absolutely gonna go for the second shampoo. I just need a little bit more lather. And if your shampoo's not lathering on the first shampoo, it's just a sign that your hair is dirty. I haven't washed my hair for 6 days, so I'm expecting that. Using a sulfate-free shampoo, let's just watch the magic happen on the second wash. Almost instantly, it's getting foamy on the second time around because there's not as much dirt in the way. Now I can get really thorough and get into my scalp and hair and properly cleanse. I also like to massage and emulsify for at least 60 seconds. Okay, now we've done it. Now we've done it. I'm gonna rinse, wave hello, wave hello. You first wanna work through your conditioner with your hands, kind of massage it through your hair before going in with detangling, because this is gonna help to coat and protect your strands for that process. And I'm actually just gonna let this sit, go ahead and shampoo my other side, apply the conditioner, then come back and detangle this side and come back and detangle this side, just to try to make it even, let them both kind of sit in the hair, and then we'll scrub a dub over here. I actually, now that this side is clean and this side isn't, I am itching, literally itching for a scalp scrub. Here we are with our curl jelly wash. They're both pretty jelly-y, but this one feels a little bit thicker, a little bit more like a jelly. It's going ahead and lathering well in my hands. So both of these lines have just a fresh smell. It's super neutral because it's not overly floral, it's not sweet, it's just clean. I really appreciate that. So on the first wash, I do feel like this one is giving me more lather. Like I may not have to go in with a second shampoo. See how it's easier to distribute? You can see how it's really lathered and gotten everywhere. And all by using less product because I haven't had to go in with my second shampoo, and I may not need to, but we'll see how this rinses. We're gonna skip the second shampoo on this one because it already feels clean after the first shampoo. So I'm just gonna go in with the conditioner. This conditioner has a different consistency. It's not as thick. It's a little bit more silky and kind of just runny in the hand. So let's see how this applies onto the hair. I can feel that it has a more instant kind of glide through the hair. It doesn't give as much resistance. It's just automatically more slip, which is super, super helpful when it comes to detangling. But I'm just gonna massage this through, detangle the Noughty side, and then we'll come on back here. I'm coming through with my Tangle Teezer Ultimate Detangler Wet Detangler brush. The conditioner is actually getting a little bit foamy. That actually helps with detangling because those little bubbles that are kind of foaming in the conditioner like create space between knotting and just makes it a little bit easier to work through. And this is definitely detangling well. Maybe a minute, maybe under 2. I'm almost through. Cheers, that worked better than I expected because in the first impression going through my hair, I was like, ooh, it doesn't have that much slip. But it really makes a difference once you massage it into the hair. Let it sit for a moment before detangling. It makes it so much easier because it's helped to work a little bit of its magic. Just gonna keep this aside, clean my brush, and detangle this side. This conditioner is also getting that foamy effect. Oh, pause. My hand is cramping. My hand is cramping. My hand. Oh, my thumb. I feel like that one took slightly longer, but because we had a couple hiccups, a couple hand cramps. But it is foamier, and yeah. Let's see how these feel after we rinse. There were the hairs, and here are the hairs. Naughty, naughty. And a little curl jelly, Mr. Umberto Giannini. Both sides feel good. They both feel really lightweight. Like they don't have a residue over the hair, but they also don't feel dry. Like I rinsed out the conditioner and nothing happened. They both just feel nice and conditioned. Smooth. Okay. So far, so good. I'm going to clip these away and we'll go into styling. But as a first impressions right here, right now, the shampoo conditioner. I find them very comparable. I think the conditioner on the Noughty side was just a little bit richer in terms of the consistency. It's a little bit thicker. So if you have very tangly hair that's harder to work through, you might like the Umberto Giannini conditioner because it's a little bit silkier, a little bit easier to distribute. And if you're a fan of using less product, I mean, I didn't have to use 2 shampoos to feel clean with the Umberto side. So this may be a +1 for curl jelly, but it also may be too soon to tell. We'll see how my scalp feels at the end of the week. But let's move into styling now, shall we? For our prep product, I am going to be using the Hello Curls cruelty-free, vegan-friendly, Define and Reshape Curl Primer. This is for curly and wavy hair with sea kelp and shea butter. It also has avocado oil and it's supposed to define and add hold to freshly washed curls. At the top of the ingredient list here, we see glycerin in the number 2 spot, which means this is gonna help to draw a lot of hydration to your hair if you are in the right climate. The weather forecast where I am this weekend happens to be pretty cold and wet and rainy. Tonight with a 63% humidity. It's the fall here. I don't know what your climate situation is, but just keep in mind that's what's going on in this routine. And it's going to be going on top of, I should mention, my hair texture, which is a fine to medium texture. I've got a pretty medium to maybe high-ish density. I'd like to believe it's medium density. And high porosity. She's bleached. She's color treated. I really like silicones in my high porosity routine, especially going out when it is rainy. But let's see how these products do. It doesn't say shake, but I'm just gonna shake for good luck. And it appears that this product can be applied on freshly washed damp hair or on dry hair to refresh, which I like. I like that it's multi-purpose. So it's got a nice little milky consistency there. It has a very silky feel to it and also lightweight feel. But it's not completely watery. I can definitely feel that there is some slip and conditioning in there. Just want to make sure I thoroughly saturate my hair, especially where I am the driest and kind of most damaged. This product does read hydrolyzed wheat protein in the ingredients, which means it wouldn't be gluten-free, but it is strengthening. Protein is a fantastic ingredient. Great if you have damaged hair because it's going to help to fill in the holes of your cuticle where there are missing parts, and this is what's making your hair feel dry and also not retain moisture over time. So brushing this through, my hair was already pre-detangled from our shower, but it still feels really good, going through very easily. I would say that we have been prepped very nicely. Now to style, we have got the Hey Curl Scrunching Jelly for curly and wavy hair. This lightweight curl scrunching jelly adds definition for lasting, flake-free hold without the crunch or stickiness. It has sea botanicals with copolymers that help hydrate and add shine for frizz-free waves and curls. Again, it's very hydrating. It has glycerin as the second ingredient. I see this product has one of my favorite humidity-defying ingredients, which is polyquaternarium 11. Note that down on your list. That's something that we like to see here. So this says to coat damp curls, evenly distribute onto lengths and ends, scrunch dry with a diffuser, or leave to air dry. Let's take a look at what it looks like. It looks clear like a jelly, as I expected. Now, when it comes to products like this, I'm just gonna do a little kind of test strand. See how that feels running through my hair. And I might do something crazy. I think in this routine, I'm gonna do something I don't usually do. And that is brush through my gel because, well, I don't usually brush through my gel because it can leave my hair pretty crispy, but I do want to make sure that I'm thoroughly distributing product throughout my hair. And because this is kind of the only styler that I'm going in with, I do want to make sure that no strand gets left behind because in these climates, I need that extra layer of protection to go everywhere. So we'll put this in now, then style and clump and define my curls, and then scrunch in the jelly. There's that little seaweed feel a little bit. Damn it! I thought this was gonna have nice slip. I'm just gonna try to work really quickly because gel, it gives this, this seaweed, no pun intended, because this has like sea kelp or something in it. It gives this like seaweed feel to the hair that honestly I hate feeling, but it's just a texture thing during styling. It's frustrating, but shouldn't actually affect the end result as long as you are clumping properly. So to clump and define my curls, I am using just my detangling brush. I like to brush style, but you would want to style however you like to. So I'm just going in, pressing my fingers against the spine of the brush and smoothing everything out. You can see how straight that strand looks, which can be kind of scary, but honestly, to me, that's a good sign of good clumping because we go in and do the scrunching afterwards, which is going to give us the bounce. So right now we're smoothing. It's going to really lay down any frizz and flyaways. Again, although I don't usually go through with a brush when I'm using my gel, this is an effective method and something that you might want to do if you have very unruly hair, like a lot of frizzies, flyaways, just shorter strands throughout your hair. It is a good idea. Something to note. My brush is gliding through. I will say I'm not getting a ton of like resistance. It doesn't feel like it's ripping my hair out or anything. It's definitely smoothing through nicely. And that is what we're looking like freshly applied. I want to just take a tiny bit more of it just on my hands and we'll scrunch all of that in to really bring the life into the curl. Just doing a little bit of finger coiling on my, trouble areas and my bangs and the top layer where I really just want the curls to look perfect. And this is what we're looking like, freshly styled. Now I'm just kind of going to insert one of these volume clips just to keep this hair off of my face. It's also going to help to set my bangs away from my face because they're kind of growing. They're a little bit too long to wear in front. Oh, and I'll link these clips as well as all the products that I'm using in the description box below, so you'll be able to find them there. Moving on to the Umberto Giannini side, I need to add just a little bit of water here because my high porosity hair, it sucks up a lot of water and then it spits it right back out. It tends to dry pretty fast as opposed to really low porosity hair that it doesn't even hold on to water. So it can also dry pretty fast. Let me know if your hair is high porosity or low porosity, and if it dries fast or slow. So I'm not soaking the hair. I just want it to be damp, both sides, just damp. I like to style damp. And to prep the Umberto Giannini side, we're using the Creme de Curl Curl Control Cream. Again, vegan and cruelty free. Now I did try to find a spray because I like to compare very similar products. So although this is a cream version and this is a spray, they both seem to do very similar things. They're both kind of controlling. They're both supposed to add hold while also adding hydration and definition. But the differences here are the Creme de Curl does have silicones. So is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? In my eyes, I'm seeing green lights because that is something I like about this. I like the added heat protection because again, we will be going in and diffusing. So it's a little extra, just It's just a little security blanket I like to have over the hair. So cyclopentasiloxane is the second ingredient here. It's gonna help to really coat the hair. Then we got the second ingredient, which is petrolatum. We've got coconut oil up there. Glycerin is behind all of those ingredients. So this isn't so much hydrating as it is more an emollient with hydrating properties as well. As a base, this spray is going to be a little bit lighter, whereas this one is going to have a little bit more of a coating effect. And again, it is a little bit more of this cream consistency that we can see. I've played around with this product on other hairs before, but I'm excited to use it on my own hair. And I'm trying to apply an even amount as I did on, you know, the naughty side. On the naughty side, I really sprayed quite liberally all over my hair. And here I'm using a good amount as well, just to make sure that I evenly coat my hair. And now brush that through. And although there are silicones and, you know, lots of emollient kind of ingredients in here, it really doesn't feel greasy right off the bat. I'm super happy to see those kind of ingredients in this because, again, it's offering me heat protection. That's something that silicones are great for. They provide heat protection. So I love the feel of this so far. We're gonna go in now with, this is a very, very famous product. It's the Umberto Giannini Curl Jelly Scrunching Jelly. It calls itself the perfect product for scrunch drying. I don't know what scrunch drying is, but it's supposed to banish frizz and add shine with no crunchy feel. The ingredients here seem pretty hydrating. It's got glycerin, a humectant, higher up on the list than any kind of emollient ingredients. This scrunching jelly also has that polyquaternarium 11 humidity resistant ingredient that I love to see. But something to note is because I've already got that protective barrier from the cream with those emollient ingredients, all of this glycerin that is in this scrunching jelly might not ruin my hair day, or so it should do that. We shall see. This one's a little bit pink. She's a little bit pinky and not very stinky. Again, it's just got that really clean smell. The Umberto Giannini products they have a slight floral element to them, mostly with the basis of just clean, as opposed to the Noughty products. It's not floral. I wouldn't consider it floral. It's mostly just like clean, like ocean breeze. And we're gonna apply this the same way that we did on the Noughty side. I'm going to be brushing it through and then of course scrunching it in. This is the Noughty side, and this is the Umberto Giannini side. I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse off camera and come back with the dry results. Okay, the hair is dry, and as you can see, believe it or not, the curl jelly, the Umberto Giannini side, has more crunch. It has like a really wet and crunchy look and feel, which again I like because it's completely temporary. We'll scrunch it out. But if you see the immediately dry results on the Noughty side, it's got a much softer, more voluminous look. So this is the before. Now to finish, we've prepped, we've styled, now we finish. I'm gonna remove these clips, and I would always go in with an oil or serum. Always, especially because of the climate that I live in and because of my hair texture and my hair type. Because it's high porosity, again, I want that smoothing, that sealing to help lock all of that moisture in. The thing is, I don't have an oil or serum from both of these brands to use, so I'm just going to use an off-brand one. You can use whatever hair oil or serum that you like or prefer to use. I'm going to choose to use something that is also silicone free, as most of this routine has been. I'm going to use the Curlsmith Bonding Oil. One pump on each side. Neither side feels sticky. I definitely see more volume on the Noughty side, but I think more definition on the curl jelly side. We'll have to see how both of these last. I am late for date night, and I will keep you updated in a few days. We are back after 4 long, wet and cold, treacherous days. So it's day 3, the end of day 3. And I'm not messing around here. Yes, I wanted the humidity, but I'm not sabotaging this wash day. So I'm wearing a freaking grocery bag on my head, as I should. And you'll see the true test tomorrow. Stay tuned. Let's talk about it. I want to go through all of the products that we used and then come to a conclusion of, I mean, which side looks better, but also which products I'm going to recommend for you, because for everything that we use, there's a time and a place and a person that they're going to be best for. So, starting back at the wash. My hair hasn't gone excessively oily. I've actually been wearing hats, so if you're noticing some frizz or some flatness on the top, mind your business. Even with that, my scalp hasn't gotten excessively oily. Everything's been feeling great. I feel like I got a really good clean as well as a good condition. So I'm just gonna have to say that for May, I like the Umberto Giannini product because I didn't have to use as much shampoo on the wash day, but both seemed really decent, especially for a sulfate-free shampoo, which if you are someone that lives in hard water conditions, did you see the water pressure in my shower? It's not the greatest. I have kind of hard water, but I don't mind my sulfates. But if you have very hard water conditions where you are living, you want to avoid sulfates. And I like these sulfate-free shampoos, I'm not gonna lie. Remember, it's all about how you use them. So if you have to, do 2 shampoos and follow the directions. Noughty got that thing really right. They nailed the instructions here. Approved. As for styling, so when we look at the Noughty side, it looks a little bit naughty compared to the curl jelly side. I'm saying curl jelly because I am avoiding saying Umberto Giannini. But these were our 2 leave-ins. I remind you that this bad boy was silicone free, and while I do like silicones, as seen in this baby, I do really like this product. If you're someone that has fine hair that's easily weighed down, you're looking for a light leave-in conditioner that's got some detangling properties, something that's just going to prep your hair for styling. Remember, that's what this is going to do. It's going to prep your hair. So it's quite lightweight. I like that it's multi-purpose. I would recommend this product for curl styling and air drying or hover diffusing because this doesn't have heat protection, right? I do like that the Creme de Curl Curl Control Cream does have heat protection, and I think it really aided in keeping the frizz down in this rainy weather. And as long as your hair is nicely hydrated, like you got a nice condition or even deep conditioning in the shower, I think that this is going to be just enough. You're not going to need all that much more hydration, but the emollient and occlusive properties in here are what's going to keep all that hydration in your hair. So that's fantastic. I do like this. I think it did a fabulous job, especially under our gel, which has got to be the winner here. Not got to be. It's not glued. But it did leave me with a cast and hold, not as necessarily described. It's supposed to give you, crunch-free hair, but it did give me crunchy hair, which is what we like to see at the beginning of our routine. As you can see, after scrunching it out, it's left my hair soft. My hair has good volume. There's definition. There's bin hold. Natural shine, not too much because at this point, my hair is feeling a little dry. And I think it gave my hair good clumping, even brushing this through, which again, I don't usually do. Let me know below if you like to brush through your gel or if you like to use your gel as a cast over top of your already clumped curls, something that I usually like to do. And if that is you, I dare you to try something new because I have been pleasantly surprised here today with our winner. Unfortunately, I don't think that the Noughty Scrunching Jelly is going to be for me. It just didn't give me enough hold from the beginning, and it is a little bit richer in glycerin. So in the humidity, in the rainy weather that I have been in, I don't think that that worked well for me, as it's just brought too much kind of moisture into my hair and left me a little bit more frizzy, lacking definition, volumized, but otherwise not quite as defined. And so it's gonna be a no from May. But that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this new review. We haven't done a battle of the brands in a while, but let me know what else you would like to see. Let me know if we should do some duping. I feel like that would be a fun kind of expansion to the Battle of the Brands series, which you can see more of here on the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. While you're down there in the description box, I will put all of the product links so you can check them out further. And give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, this has been your main girl Mel, and I'm out. Peace. I'm gonna straighten out this line for you. Okay, but what I won't do is remove this nail polish, not until I'm drying. Okay, so if it's bothering you and you call me out in the comments, then you're just being rude. I'm a curl specialist, this curl stylist, a curl enthusiast, and we are going to be not speaking like these. Energy, 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 energy. I need to eat. What's good, everybody? What's good? What? Oh, wait. Oh. What's good, everybody? No, my part. I'm leaking. She's clean. She's clean and clear and out of control. I'm out of control.